There is a red glow that fills a dark room. A long string of lights illuminates a hall. Shadows cast everywhere. The light glints off of what can only be a large pool of blood on the ground, where a body can be seen lying there. When off-screen, it is dragged out of sight, and all that can be heard are the strange noises of an animal unseen. Welcome back to RP Jesters, everyone. I'm your handler here, Sky Swanson, and as always, I am joined by Mr. Casey Reardon.
Thomas Whittibane, a.k.a. Agent Rhino, looking for Redacted, and also a nice deep dish Chicago-style pizza.
Love it. Consistent. Miss Rachel Kordell.
Gwendolyn Adler, or Agent Remedy. My witty phrase is redacted.
Oh, everybody just says redacted. That's amazing. Mr. Andrew Frost.
Hey, I play Dave Stanford, Agent Rambler. You might know me from my book Croaked, a chronicle of the Frogman of Alabama.
I love those intros. That's so good. I need to write down all these books. And finally, our majestic Jonas Tintenseher.
Ainsley Henderson Munroe, Agent Receiver, transmitting 42, 65, 61, 63, 6F, 6E.
What does it mean? I'm too stupid to figure it out. Someone else needs to figure it out. If I wasn't in the middle of a move and a little job hunt and like everything like that going on in my life, I'd be cracking that code 24/7, I think.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys when the campaign's over.
No, you can't tell me.
All I'm saying is we should
figure it out.
Like this is an opportunity to give a listener a prize or something.
I was saying.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, if you crack all the codes, you get a prize.
If someone figures it out, Andrew has to write one of those books and then give it to me.
Oh no,
that's a pretty good prize.
No, let's come
like
up with a prize. I love it.
I like that idea. How about whoever first solves it, they get a spooky set of dice.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you solve all of my riddles, listener.
Yeah. Casey, do we have the budget for that? Can we afford a spooky set of dice?
I don't know, Sky. As the handler, can you afford a set of spooky dice?
I gotta roll. What is it? I gotta roll accounting for it or something like that. In this game system.
Accounting.
Yeah, I gotta roll an accounting check. All right. Well, as long as I succeed that accounting check, in all seriousness, whoever can solve that cipher and get back to us first with the correct way of deciphering it,
all of them,
you will get all of them.
Do one per episode. So once the last episode comes out.
Okay then.
So the first person to send us one email with everything.
Give us all of them. Yeah.
Ooh, our email, rpjesters@gmail.com.
Yeah.
rpjesters@gmail.com.
Instagram.
You could just email for any reason,
If you got a pigeon?
to say hi, leave a review, get the recap of the episode that week. Hey, speaking of that, how about a recap, everybody?
Let's go.
Sounds good.
I like that.
You all were activated on a plane heading to Alaska, or Anchorage, Alaska. You received contact from your handler giving you the information about this mission. One, Madison Stout was found dead on the outskirts of town 2 weeks ago. Cuts all over her body. Seemed like, and cause was an animal attack, deemed a tragedy. 2 weeks later, one, Jacob Smith was discovered with half of his body 50 feet up a pine tree and his legs over 50 feet away. A truly gruesome scene. Police on the scene, as you arrived, said that it is most likely a bear attack and that the bear simply put the rest of the body up into the tree. You know, maybe saving it for later, maybe doing something else, who knows? But you, as Delta Green agents, are suspicious of that. You discover with Jacob that the force of the attack was harsh enough to rip him in half in one blow, one rip and pull, one slash, something like that. On his legs, you discovered that he had a hairline fracture in his left foot, as well as you found his wallet, which contained, as the most exciting part of the episode last time, it had $15, a stamp ticket to the Starlight Diner, one stamp away from that smoothie, everybody. It also had a driver's license in it for him, as well as a mysterious telephone number. You also then discovered on the torso tear marks in the shoulders where something might have grabbed him or pushed him. We also had a great moment where the arm of Jacob fell off, thumping to the ground in the scissor lift platform before Receiver, in a moment of panic, kicked it off the edge.
Sorry.
Now at the top of the scissor lift, we have Receiver, Rambler, and Deputy Patch. Down on the ground, we have Remedy and Rhino looking over the arm, and farther away at the edge of the crime scene, Sheriff Brown. Last week, Remedy, you flipped over the arm, and then suddenly felt as if something was piercing into the back of your head. And I'm going to need you to make a sanity roll for me.
Will do. And nice. We have a solid 2 zeros is 100, or
Oh,
no?
yeah.
Yep.
2 zeros is 100,
2 zeros and then
which
a
is
5.
Oh.
So that is just a 5.
That's
Oh,
five.
that's just a
That's
5.
That's
Okay,
a lot
okay.
better. You want the 5, not the 100.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I tease you with some suspense?
You feel this piercing feeling in the back of your head, like you were not meant to gaze at whatever this symbol is. Rhino, you feel fine looking at it. But, you might not even notice. You probably might not even realize that something happened to Remedy there.
Well,
But,
I feel like I probably would, feel the back of my head for whatever that was.
Feel nothing back there. It felt like something pressed directly on your brain.
Yeah, well, I would at the bare minimum, investigate that spot with my hand, finding nothing, and pulling my hand out in front of me, confused.
You okay there, Remedy?
Yeah, just, there was something, it's like a sharp pain on the back of my head. Hey, do you see this? And I'd point at the rectangles on the arm.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of symbol or something. I can't quite tell you what it is. I haven't seen anything quite like it. I wonder if Sheriff Brown has noted this in her notes, but I don't think now's the time to talk to her.
I don't know if we need to talk to them about this. Maybe Receiver or Rambler would have something maybe more to say about it. Actually, can I touch it? Can I run my finger over it to feel what it feels like?
So yeah, they are, basically little rectangles with rounded edges slightly, but they are, whatever it is it's implanted underneath the skin.
Yeah.
If you
I feel like a bunch of chiclets under the skin.
basically, yeah. You can't really move them around or anything like with your finger.
No.
There is the tiniest amount of wiggle to them, but otherwise, it's something under his skin. You could give me a surgery check, maybe, or a maybe history. Either one of you.
Would it be surgery to remove them? To try
It
and
would
take
be
them out?
surgery both to, if you wanted to remove them, it would definitely be surgery, but also I'm thinking more of the knowledge of surgical procedures and whatnot, which is maybe giving you a little bit of information right there.
I could roll it, but I don't have. I only have the base 10% for it.
Okay, then.
I can roll surgery. I kind of want to learn more about this.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I had to beat a 40. I got 27.
Hey, there you go. All right, so success. It looks like some cosmetic surgery, the same way that, particularly in like punk crowds and what counterculture kind of scenes, physical cosmetics. Similar to that of like a person who gets like horns, on their foreheads or, like studs underneath the skin, like near the lips and whatnot. This would be, it seems like something was implanted underneath there. You can even see the little scars where the skin would be, cut.
I can
something
see
put it in there.
scars.
Now, what
Okay.
they are, though, under the skin, you would not be able to know until you cut it open.
Yeah, I think I would like to do that, but not
Before you
right
do?
this second.
Yeah.
Not right this second, no.
Rhino's
no.
gonna take out his BlackBerry and snap a picture of it.
Yeah, I was going to say take a picture of this, definitely. And I hope they took a picture of the body up top.
I got to Google real fast just to
BlackBerry
keep us
came
honest.
out in
Dude,
99.
2000 I know it
But with
came
a
out, but it
camera?
doesn't have a camera, though.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
question.
pretty valid, actually.
Probably
Let's
not.
look this up. 2004 BlackBerry camera. I don't believe BlackBerry's that old would have a camera.
Nope, September 12th, 2006. So
I see
still,
six, yep.
still too,
Yeah.
2 years
too
out.
late.
All right.
Would flip
Well-
phones at that point even have cameras?
When did I get my first
I don't
flip
know if cameras on phones were a thing at that point. Now,
Maybe not.
you could have like a Polaroid camera or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think
though.
I would have some sort of camera to take pictures.
The first commercial camera phone was released in Japan in 1999. So as long as
Ooh.
Rhino is a weeb, it's fine.
He's not.
You pull out your Hatsume. What's your
Hatsune
last
Miku?
name?
Miku Hatsune.
Yeah, you pull out your Hatsume Miku BlackBerry and snag a photo real fast, put it away.
That's definitely from the future.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm fine with you having a Polaroid.
Yeah.
You like get a quick photo there. I'm gonna say both of the officers are far enough away. You just get away with it.
Cool.
But also, they probably wouldn't question that anyway.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
think that they would.
All right then. So you see that now, Remedy. Do you want? I mean, you mentioned potentially cutting that open though.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut it open until we're regrouped at the bare minimum.
Okay
Like,
then.
until they come down and we can all talk about
So
what we've seen.
I like that. Back up in the lift. At this point, Patch has kind of pulled the body loose, and he himself is like kind of trying not to throw. This is rough, and it is a bit gruesome. He gets it down and places it into basically this black, body bag, and zips it up that he laid out. It is. You guys are also cramped up there. He was so excited to have federal agents working with him. He did not think this part of it through. So there's a bit of a comical moment of him trying to not let the body touch you guys as he tries to get it into the bag, but who knows how possible that is.
Wait, he's trying to shove the body in a bag right now?
A body bag, like a police body bag.
Yeah, I wanted to look at it in the tree. Okay. Actually, I have a question. Just from, like, having seen the body, like, which... Because you said the legs were butt up, and the body was, like, the head facing the legs? Or was it, like, was it chest up or back up? Like, I'm just curious of how the body was oriented on this tree.
It would have been impaled into the tree. His chest would have been towards the trunk of the tree, with the stick that he was impaled on sticking out the back of him.
Gotcha. So, and then maybe leaning backwards so his head was, like, rolled back.
Exactly. His head was like rolled backwards, basically.
Okay, gotcha, cool. I just wanted to understand the orientation a little bit better. Okay, then I'm cool.
You would have been able to sort of see that from the ground as well,
Yeah.
if that's the observation that you needed to make there. The scissor lift comes back down. You guys are able to get back out and regroup. I will say that as, if the four of you do come together, Deputy Patch there is just kind of like standing with you guys like he's part of the team.
Yeah, no. So I guess we all get together, and I look like I want to say something, but I look at the deputy a couple times, and when no one said anything, I'll be like, if you wouldn't mind, we have some private matters that we just need to discuss, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see you guys work, but I understand, duty. And he takes about like He walks back about 5 feet from the group, thinking that's enough room.
Just a little bit more, just because I just want to make sure that this information stays confidential. Yeah.
Do you want me to go over to the lift?
Yeah, actually, if you actually go back over to Deputy Brown for a minute, maybe just inform
she's
them
the
about
sheriff.
what
Just
was it sheriff?
This
Sorry.
is the deputy.
Sure, I should tell her. I should tell her what we found.
Yeah,
As a team?
tell her. Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
I like
No?
look when he says when he says as a team, I look at Rhino, I make horrified eyes.
I shrug.
Okay.
He listens to you. He basically half jog, excitedly goes over to Brown. And you can hear their conversation over on the other end.
Okay, so you guys saw the body. Did you notice anything up there about it?
There appears to be some damage to the shoulder areas. Cuts,
Shoulder
contusions, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else? Receiver, did you notice anything?
It fell on. It it almost fell on my head.
The body?
The arm. I'm sorry. I'm not really. I'm a computer technician. This isn't my field.
Hey, receiver, if you just need to take a breath or something, that's totally fine. If you feel like you need to step away for a sec.
Yeah, if you want to go back to the truck.
No. I'm okay. I just don't really. I'll feel better when we went right to the crime scene and I haven't eaten in a couple hours.
Probably for the better.
Okay, well, actually, that brings up maybe a good thing. So on the legs, I found this wallet, and I display the wallet. And inside, receiver, this would actually apply to you. There was a phone number. Maybe you can track what it is first, and then we can contact it. Oh, and also, there was this punch card for a free milkshake after one more purchase. Maybe we'll go get something to eat.
Who?
I feel like that's in very poor taste.
Here, I have a granola bar as well. I know
He's not using it.
It's no Chicago. It's no deep dish, but
Who wants ice cream in the freezing cold? We're in the tundra. I
they got the punch card to get rid of it.
I will gently take the phone number slip.
Oh, not the granola. Okay, I'll keep the granola bar then.
Oh, I'll take the granola bar too. I appreciate that. Do I recognize the area code? Is it local?
Why don't you? I'm gonna make you roll for that. Let's see here. That would be. What would that be? Navigate, maybe.
I have 80 SIGINT.
Sure. Yeah, we'll call it that. That's knowledge of numbers, codes, things like that. I think that could fit.
Oh my god, I would have hated if I failed that. 31.
31. It is an Alaska area code.
Okay. Is it Moosehead or is it another part of Alaska?
Alaska there is not a large population in Alaska. So I don't know how many cell phone area codes they have, but we're going to find out. We'll be right back.
Alaska has 4 area codes.
Wow, are you serious?
If we're near Anchorage, it's probably the Anchorage code 907.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay. I go, okay, local number. Can try calling when if we get to a landline.
You pull out your cell phone and see that you have 0 reception here.
Receiver does not own a cell phone.
Oh, sorry. I thought that you were saying you were calling it.
I said when we get to a landline.
Oh, that's my bad. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but that is on you. I did want to mention that on the backside of the arm there are these little rectangles in a symbol.
Really?
I guess Rhino, if you want to show the
Yeah,
picture,
show
because I don't
the-
want to look
the
at the
photograph.
direct arm. That's
I'd like to make an occult check on that.
Okay.
well, that's valid.
Yeah. No, that's super valid.
That's very valid. I don't know why I didn't think to do that.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
I rolled a 4, so I think I'm
Whoa.
okay.
That's fantastic.
It's
Such a
so funny
weird-
how this system works because it's the same no matter what you roll basically unless you critical succeed. So you roll that low and it's it feels so exciting, but
But it's good.
Could have been a 79.
I think Call of Cthulhu did have degrees of success like that, where it was half or quarter proficiency.
Okay then.
But Delta Green just skips that because
Yeah.
it's complicated.
It is complicated. It adds
Who wants to do a quarter of 73? Not me.
Very fair.
I do. That would be like 17.
You can give him a bonus for that 4 if you want.
I'll take it. I would say no.
You look over this symbol and you sort of rack the knowledge of occults over the years, having seen symbols and diagrams. You know, this looks like it could be a rune of some kind, an extremely simplified version of a rune, or it could potentially be just a symbol representing an organization or something. You're not sure, but you do get the feeling that this is it aligns with the occult.
All right, we're getting some weird territory now.
Now?
Well, comparatively.
Yeah. But, you know, it's not super uncommon for people into, you know, counterculture stuff to, you know, get occult-looking tattoos and body modification, stuff like that. So, could just been a kid, you know, into that sort of stuff.
How old was this guy?
Jacob was 31.
Ah, okay. Just wanted to clarify on kids getting into weird things. Not that you can't when you're 31, but you know.
He also could have gotten it when he was 20. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like
yeah,
15.
That was what I was teasing.
You will. I think last time I had you do a surgery check, which I think you succeed on it. You would be able to tell the scarring on this is not fresh.
It's not fresh.
You know,
it's old.
this is well healed over many years, and is actually the scars have basically almost faded at this point.
Okay.
I'll just see if I can connect to a router or a modem at some point.
I was playing with the idea of perhaps cutting into it to see what it actually is in case it's something that's been implanted. I wanted to talk to the rest of you about that before I actually engage.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best idea out here, especially with both the deputy and the sheriff in the area.
Yeah, they'll take him to a secure location.
Yeah, mortuary.
But once we do that, I mean, you know, it's all, you know, good. What am I trying to? What's the word for like, no holds barred? It's something like that. Anyway.
That's fair. That's valid. I can hold off on that. Okay. But good to know that it's weird.
I think the next step might be to try and see if we could, if Mackenzie hasn't been buried yet, although I suppose that was about 2 weeks ago. She probably is. I would have loved to taken a look at her, see if she had anything similar or anything along those lines.
Maybe we could get pictures from the case.
Yeah.
If you go ask about Mackenzie, I could just give you that information. You would find out that she is still being held. She is going to be buried in a couple of days, but she is still being held at the mortuarium.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
So yeah, I guess once maybe having both bodies in the same place will be a good way to cross-examine both of them.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Taking a look around, Sky, does the snow in this area, is it like really fresh? Has it recently snowed to the point where any sort of tracks from whatever could have done this are gone?
Good question.
I love that you asked that. No. There was a light dusting, but you could potentially pick up footprints with a good enough search check.
I would love to try and do that before we leave the area.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
great.
That's a really good one.
Is there any like kind of aid mechanic?
No.
Gotcha.
I
It
have
feels
decent
like there
search.
should be
Okay.
one, but
I
no.
looked.
All right.
Go ahead, give us that roll.
That is a 68, which is a success.
Good.
Wow. Okay. What did you need to beat there?
70.
Wow. Oh my, you are
Wow.
calling it close
No.
with
Edge,
these rolls,
man. No.
buddy.
It's not good.
Oh my god.
Crap.
So
I mean, it's
think
fine,
I mean you do succeed, but it takes you a minute. I think we will play with the the idea of like
Yeah, I
rolling
like
lower, you do better. I'm not you still succeed the same, but yeah, it takes you a minute. You're searching around. There was a bit of snow that fell last night. We'll say that, but you make out just barely the imprint of a footfall in the snow there. And you're sort of examining it, and you see that he was walking in the direction of the harbor and downtown. Walking from the direction of harbor and downtown. Would you also like to give me to sort of like examine? Do you want to examine them like a little bit further, like kind of the pacing on them and stuff like that?
Yeah. What do you want me to roll for that?
I would like. I think this could be. I might be using this wrong, but I think it could be human int or forensics. There could be an argument made for athletics as well. You know,
I'll do forensics. So let's go ahead and roll. Ooh, that is a failure. I rolled an 87.
Okay, so you're kind of examining them, but you could see where they come from. You lose the footprints as they hit the street. He was probably walking along the road, which at this point, the salt on it has kind of melted away a little bit. The snow, there's still, covered in like a small layer of ice, basically. That's just going to be that way for this time of year.
Are his footprints the only footprints I see?
They are the only footprints that you see.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Because then I have something to say. I guess you would note, Rhino, that there are only one set of footprints. So this thing definitely...
What was that? Jesus attacked.
I had a thought that perhaps this thing can fly, being that the legs are down here and the torso was up there. And I gesture to the tree.
Yeah, and the damage in the
shoulders
and arms.
It's probably a bird.
Well,
yeah, I'm thinking it could have been something.
Something with flight, definitely.
Yeah, something like swooped down there and grabbed him like the Cubs are gonna grab the pennant.
I just, even if something was grabbed, say from the shoulders, as you were saying, there were claw marks on the back, even just being pulled up, that wouldn't necessarily rip the body in half. Why not? Why weren't the legs taken when he pulled up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't quite know. I didn't see anything holding onto the feet or anything.
Because it doesn't look like he was slashed. It looks like it was just pulled apart. Right? Sky, is that correct?
I mean...
Yeah. You rolled well enough. Or I think you crit on that one right there.
I didn't crit, but I did get a good roll.
Yeah, you see... Yeah, you noted that it doesn't look like it was like he was slashed in half or even like hacked at. It looks like something with a terrible amount of force ripped or pushed him in half in like one action.
I don't know if this counts as like retconning, but I was trying to be thorough with the legs. There was nothing about his clothes that were interesting, right? Or even the shoes.
Sneakers and jeans.
No, nothing about his shoes and stuff.
They weren't
one of his
heavy.
shoes had come off.
Yeah, so okay.
But it was about 5 feet away from his body, I think I said.
That's
Okay.
how you know he's dead. When the shoe comes off, you're gone.
All right, interesting.
What do you guys want to do next? You could go try and get a little bit more information from the cops. You could head off to the mortician. You could see who this guy might have known in town or something,
I was going to say we have a couple of options. I think we should wait until both bodies are out the mortuary, because that way we can just look at them both at the same time. Rhino, didn't you get some information about the person who witnessed Mackenzie's?
Oh, well, I didn't find anybody who saw the murder take place. No, but Barbara Wells, she owns a convenience store. She's the one who found the body at 9 a.m. That day.
Okay, so maybe we can go talk to her. We can go to the diner, perhaps. Right? Is there a reason that we had to go to the diner?
Yeah, he had a punch card for the diner.
Right, sorry. I'm just very into that punch card. Anyway, yeah, I think all of those are valid. And then we can also find a phone to call this number, maybe.
There might be one by the convenience store. That would kind of make sense.
Yeah.
It could
We
be.
could do a double hit on that.
Okay.
I think we should secure lodging and maybe put our things away.
Also a good idea.
We don't want to just leave that stuff in the truck. There's
Why not? Red's watching over.
Yeah, Red's watching the stuff.
You look at the truck and you just see him with his arms crossed, shades still on in the back of the truck. Frost slowly creeping up the windows.
Oh, he's definitely sleeping, isn't he?
Who knows?
Yeah, no, you make a good point, receiver. I think maybe we should go find some place to stay.
Okay. Are the cops still around, or did they go?
The cops are still there. They're at the edge of the crime scene. They're chatting.
I nervously approach them.
Yeah, you hear Brown saying just before you go, but she's like, I don't want to make that call. That just, I mean, I hate breaking that kind of news. I mean, last time with the stouts, that was just terrible. Oh, can I help you?
Hi. We're gonna pack it in for right now, and we'll be in touch. Do you know where we could secure lodging? It was not in our briefing where we could.
You probably at this point, Deputy Patch kind of chimes in. He's like, "Hey, you could stay with me," and then Brown kind of waves her in. He's like,
We all shake our head. We're all shaking.
No,
our
they're
heads
not
actively.
gonna do that.
That's very kind of you, though.
You could probably rent a room at the lodge. Ain't nothing, no official rent in policy because who the hell is visiting this town? But they'll probably put you up for the night.
Great. And I heard you say something about you having some trouble with the stouts.
Well,
Did you,
I mean, their daughter died.
Yeah, but I mean, if you need someone to, we're in town. We're here to help. We're
You're gonna do what exactly with the stouts? She kind of crosses her arms, like purposely being antagonistic toward her.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the EPA provides counseling.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it was necessarily about counseling. It's more so in regards to, continuing the investigation about what happened with the potential mauling.
Yeah, at this point, the deputy kind of chimes in. He's like, yeah, I mean, we're just saying, it's not every day that we got to report the news of a death to parents, and that was particularly rough. And now we got to call, Jacob's mom and let her know.
Yeah, and we could handle that. We could delegate.
Why don't you go ahead and give me? That is definitely going to be a persuade.
Rhino is specifically not over there with this conversation.
Nope, that's a fail.
That's a fail. Okay.
I don't have persuade.
She's trying to say, like, I think the locals will take care of the locals.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Now, if you want to talk to her, which I don't think you should do, I think you should just leave it alone. She's living in the lodge, an apartment. You're asking about, wait, which one are you asking about, Jacob or?
Jacob Smith. I was offering to take over.
You're asking about
the...
Mrs. Smith. She's in apartment 9-3 or 93. If you want to talk to her, you can find her there.
Sure. Yeah, totally. Good. Okay, and I go to the car.
Just like straight walk to the car there.
Yep,
I love it.
Yep.
I get
Very
it.
Looney Tunes.
Remedy was there specifically to be like, in regards to the bodies, do you know when they may be going over to the mortuary?
We're gonna take them over right now.
Right now? Okay, cool. I just wanted to confirm that. Okay, thank you.
If you guys want to follow us, we can show you the way and get out of your way.
Is this was that the sheriff that was saying that?
That was the deputy.
That was the deputy. Okay, sorry.
No, you're all good. They have kind of similar voices. I'm trying to.
No, it's okay.
It's the intonation that tells me it's the deputy.
Yeah, the Alaska accent. I'm working on it right now for people listening, but it's a little because it's like Minnesotan light, and I just keep slipping back into Southern when I try and do like a light Minnesotan accent. So
it's close, like Chicago and Ireland.
Called out. That was funny.
I love you, Bubba.
What's up?
I think that's just all she wanted to know, but just to, I don't know. It's the deputy's just looking upset, I guess.
Well, do you guys all want to go? It sounds like the morgue is the next stop.
I think so.
Or, go. Oh, we
I think the lodge to secure.
Oh yeah,
lodging.
Secure lodging at the lodge.
Yeah. Lodge.
We don't.
Drop off.
If you guys are just going to the lodge to like secure housing, we don't need to play out that whole scene unless you guys, really want to.
Content.
I would only want to, maybe, I don't know. At some point, I want to find out if Jacob lived in the lodge as well.
Okay. Yeah. Do Do you guys want to all go together, or do you want to split up into like two teams? Like one goes to the morgue,
we have
one
one
goes
car. So.
Everything in this town is basically walkable. It's a tiny, tiny town.
Yeah, but it's cold, so.
That is true.
I want the
heating.
heater.
Cold.
You wouldn't let me sit in the bed earlier, so it's too cold to walk around, I guess.
I mean, you could also ride with the police officers as well to the morgue.
That's true.
But if you guys don't want to split up, I'm not going to force you. If you head off to the lodge, we can go that direction for right now.
Sure.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you all pile back into your truck. Who's driving this time? Is it still receiver?
I mean, unless receiver doesn't want to drive.
No, I guess it's me. I'm fine.
Okay.
Unless someone like pushes to the car in front of me.
I think
Red's
you're good.
just in the driver's seat now.
Yeah, Red's in the driving seat.
Red's at the
Like a Kansas City or something
Let's
like
go,
that.
cockroaches, and he just drives straight into the harbor.
Oh.
No, he's still sitting
over.
in the back seat, a little catatonic. Receiver, you get into the driver's seat here, still a little shaky, probably.
Whew.
Yeah, from that whole experience. I mean, that must have been just something different.
Why am I here?
Yeah. You sort of snap yourself out of it a little bit. You get the carnation, and it's very easy to get to the lodge because it is truly the largest structure in town, and it is very easy to see. It is about a 10-minute drive across town, going a little bit slower because of the ice on all the roads right now. You have to put the chains on the tire and put in four-wheel drive everywhere that you go. You arrive at the lodge. It is a large apartment building, 10 stories tall. From the outside, it looks like there's about 12 rooms on each floor, with the bottommost floor, as you sort of approach it, getting out of the car, has a bunch of, there aren't any residential rooms on the bottommost floor, but instead it is made up of several larger rooms that house various, what's that word? Not municipal, but they house various amenities. Thank you. House various amenities. Do you guys head straight on in?
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
Okay. At the center and at the base of the building leading out into a parking lot are a set of double doors that you push your way into. They are a little creaky. One of the doors is harder to open than the other, just showing that wear and age. Inside, it is, well kept, very clean, but the years have shown their age. Outdated wallpaper lines the hallways. A carpet that probably should have been replaced twice now is on the floor with several stains. The smell of mildew kind of fills the air. It's not unpleasant, but it is clearly old and kept as well as it can against the forces of time. You enter into a large hallway where right in front of you, sort of placed in the center, is a reception desk with a little glass shield in front of it. Sitting at that desk is an older gentleman who is currently looking at the screen of a old Mac desktop computer.
Now, by old, do we mean like initial release Mac, like Macintosh 3, or like the iMac, like the big blue transparent plastic?
It is, yeah, it would be like an iMac,
The G3?
Yeah, I guess the G3, yeah, so it's that big thunken monitor right there, and he's just kind of like staring at the computer right now. He's sort of fidgeting with something on a keyboard. He doesn't really notice you come in. Past him, the hallway continues down to the other end. You can see there's an elevator at the far end, as well as access into a stairwell. Lining the sides are several doors with signs above them. One reads grocery, another one reads pharmacy/convenience, another one reads... actually, it wouldn't read pharmacy. In a town this small, they would have to probably go elsewhere or have it flown in. So it just reads convenience. There is one door that's just above it. It has a cross above it, as well as there is another one that just says, Moosehead school system, educational classroom, basically. There's only really the one.
So most of their life is just in this building.
Most of their life is in this building. It is designed this way. I'll just give you guys this information. Basically, so you don't have to leave it when it's, -5 degrees outside. Yeah.
Wow.
Let me bring up my notes for the lodge here. There is also a small bank there. It is currently closed. Being a small chapel. You also see near the front, near that reception desk against one of the walls where there's not a door, is an old-fashioned blue payphone.
Fantastic.
As we kind of walk in, Rhino is just going to say, hey there, friend. We're looking to see if we can rent out a couple of rooms.
His old man turns to you. He's got his glasses as far down on his nose as they could possibly go. He's got wrinkles from age. You see on his computer is just a list of, residential rooms that he's updating right now. And he's just like, huh? Oh, you need a... who? I don't recognize you. Who are you?
Hi, we're here from the EPA looking into what's been going on around town with those bears.
Oh, those are tragic. Just such a shame. Mackenzie was such a sweet girl, I knew her since she was this big. And he just holds up his hand so she was a toddler. I mean, I remember the day, her fathers brought her home. That was he kind of leans in. That was a weird day for all of us.
2004.
Yeah. But we love Mackenzie and we love the Stouts, and our heart goes out to all of them.
Yeah, that's kind of why we're here. We're hoping to, make sure that none of this, nothing like this, no tragedy like this happens again. Just wanting to make sure that everything stays nice and quaint here, as it seems to be.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. We'll take care of that. We'll get a couple of guys in a truck, and we'll go get the sucker.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we have been sent here, and in all honesty, it's probably best if you let us handle it, because there could be a bigger issue at play here. So we just want to make sure that it's not a series of bears, and we can just handle this one.
Some sort of copycat bear murderer.
Yeah, that's... Oh, by the way, my band is playing later tonight. We're a series of bears, so come check us out.
What?
Don't you mean the series of bears?
The series of bears.
Oh my god. I was like, what the hell? So he's just kind of nodding along. He's like, yeah, well, good luck. And he starts to turn back to his computer.
Yeah, well, we still wanted to get some rooms.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't hear you there. Yeah, we can. We don't have we don't get a lot of visitors in Moosehead.
Sure.
So we'll and he gives you a fair rate for basically 2 rooms for the next couple of days. And he's like, hey, look, we'll just call it the flat rate, and just when you leave, you pay.
Sure, great. That's
Thank
fantastic.
Very good.
I look outside where Red is in the truck, and I
Still in the truck.
We need 3 rooms.
There's only the 4 of you though.
We have another friend coming.
Kind of looks around you. I don't think he's going anywhere.
He can sleep on the cot. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You all get 2 rooms. We'll call them 6-1 and 6-2. So you'll be floor 6, room 1, room 2.
Gotcha.
Great. That's fantastic. Do you have a phone, by the way?
He just kind of looks to his left where there's the payphone sitting as well. He's like, yeah, right there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Are there landlines in the rooms?
No, unfortunately. It's just really that payphone. If you don't want to pay the 25 cents, golly, I never do. The Starlight Diner, if you're sweet enough on them, they might let you borrow their phone. They got a landline going out of town too. Otherwise, the only place you're gonna get a So he's older than this. I got to make him older. Otherwise, the only place you're gonna get a reception in town, all these kids on your texting and whatnot, is the roof here.
I think it might be FF2. Okay, that's thank you.
He nods. He gives you 2 sets of just regular metal keys for the doors.
Yep.
That have little tags on them.
I ask him to break $1.
Yeah, I can break $1 for you. Sure. He goes. He purposely has quarters on hand for people who need to do this. He gives you back the 4 quarters you need.
I noticed that you're on the computer right now. Do the rooms have Ethernet access? I have my own cable.
He just kind of like looks at you and goes, "What?" Look, I barely know how to. Look, I just put the names and the numbers in the system, and just hit the checkbox when they pay the rent.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
What a sweet old man.
If we could do it my way, we'd still use the graph paper.
Is there does he have a name tag?
It was
or
a simpler time. Does he have a name tag? God damn
Everybody
it.
already knows his name, so no is the answer.
that's kind of what I was thinking.
It's Larry. Everyone knows Larry. What do you do?
Yeah, everyone in the building. He doesn't have a name tag. He doesn't have. Casey's right.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Peppy Gibbon.
Peppy
Son.
Gibbon.
Peppy Gibbonson.
Peppy Gibbon, son.
Yes,
Okay.
Peppy Gibbons.
Got it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Gibbon. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Gibbonson was my father. You could call me Pep.
Thank you, Pep. I'm Rambler. This is my coworker's receiver, Remedy Rhino.
He's not gonna remember.
Those are some interesting names. I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll never forget them.
Our parents were really weird.
Yeah, collectively, our parents were.
You all
I'm
related?
gonna go use the phone.
You go off and use the phone. I want to hear, before you go and use the phone, are you calling the number from the wallet?
No.
Oh, okay. You're okay. We'll get back to you in a second here then. Receiver, Remedy, I've heard a little bit from you guys, but not too much. Is there anything going on in your guys' heads? Anything you want to do while you're here at the lodge?
I would assume that Rhino is going to call the number and kind of hover over his shoulder in a creepy way. And then when he waves me off, I will go and put my bags in the room and then return.
I was gonna say, I guess, put stuff in the room, but also, I'm thinking, I really want to know what, I don't know, just after the weird, arm thing, I'm curious if there would be anything in this guy's apartment that might, coincide with the incident. So I'm trying to figure out how to ask this guy for the room number and not do it in, a weird way. But I don't know, you kind of just see Remedy hesitate and then
You could try and talk to Mrs. Smith and get her.
yeah,
number.
that's kind of what I was thinking. But I don't want to talk to her just yet. I'm more interested in going to the mortuary right now.
Sure. Yeah, we got time. It's not like there's going to be, more bear attacks anytime soon.
As you say that, a bear. It was a bear the whole time.
The distant howl of a bear.
Yeah.
That flies.
Roar.
Flying bear.
So again, simply, what do you want to do in this moment?
I think we're just kind of putting stuff away and then heading to the mortuary with the exception of Rhino's phone call.
Okay, so you all probably head up, bring the gear up there, whatever you have in the trunk there. Pep there doesn't really question any of your luggage. If it's military, cases and whatnot, he might a little bit, but otherwise, probably not going to question any of it. He seems distracted by his computer. Anyway, Rhino, you go to the phone. Who you calling?
So I would like to call up some of my contacts who might be able to try and figure out a little bit more information about this number. Being a
Okay.
U.S. Marshal, I don't think that would be too much to ask for.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay,
Very smart. Very smart.
so you call up. It's so funny. As just citizens, as Casey and I are, how the hell does this work? But
So-
we're just gonna make it up.
Think of it like a crime movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess you would call into a central agency or a specific person.
probably a central agency who will redirect me.
Yeah. You call in, someone answers the phone, basically saying, U.S. Marshal Offices. Can I help you?
Hi there. This is U.S. Marshal Tom Whittibane. I'm calling to see if you can get me a little information about a number I found on a deceased. And he reads out the number.
Let me redirect you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you read out the number there. She's just like, allow me to redirect you to analytics. And you suddenly, click. It's just silence. There's no tone or anything like that. And that's when you click. You hear it and go, hey there, Marshall Analytics. Can I help you?
It's the same person.
Yeah, I just realized in my head I did the same voice there. Analytics, can I help you?
Yeah, hi there. This is Thomas Whittibane, U.S. Marshal. I'm hoping badge number 8355.
Good.
I'm hoping to see if you could trace a number for me. Maybe get me a little bit closer than just the area code here. I don't have a white pages available. I'm not sure if this is a personal number or not. And he reads out the number.
Okay. Yeah, you read out the number. The guy, before you read out the number, he goes, let me look up your information real fast. Verifies that it is you. Maybe there's like another code or something like that you have to read back over the phone to verify, but we'll hand wait that for now. She goes, all right, you got a good place I can reach you? This might take a little bit to look this up.
Yeah. Do you have any idea how long I could possibly get some service here? It's a little bit difficult where I am right now, but I've been told that there's some service up on the roof. Otherwise, you can call me back here, or... Yeah, because there's not caller ID at this point, I don't think. So, I don't know what the number of this phone
you know
is.
what I want?
Dodge.
We're gonna do a mechanic here. This is a fun mechanic that is just simply called a luck roll. And in this game, it just means that you need to roll I believe it's 51 or higher, and it is successful. If you roll a 50 or lower, it is not. It might be the other way around because you have to roll under, but we'll just say that for right now. But basically, it's a 50-50 chance. I want you to roll a luck roll for me real fast.
I mean, all those high rolls, Casey. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been getting all those high rolls. I'm doing you a
spit in
favor.
my face today. Yep, there it is. That's a 48.
Are you serious?
How are you rolling so close to the numbers? Oh my god!
Why didn't we
that's
just
crazy.
say lower?
Yeah,
This guy hates me.
You hear back over the line, just simply it's gonna take about I could get back to you in about 8 hours.
That's I understand that you're kind of busy, but it would really mean a lot if we could bump this up the ladder a little bit. It is kind of important. We've got 2 dead so far, and I'm hoping to avoid anything else happening.
Give me a persuasion or
Great.
persuade.
I'm better at that.
There we go.
That's a 20.
Hey.
Okay, that's a
So
success.
50 under.
You hear him kind of mulling over some stuff. He's like, look, I can help you out. I can't be instant. I'm not a miracle worker here.
Oh, I
But
understand.
I'll track the phone number. I'll get the information. Be back at this phone in 2 hours. That's the best I can do.
I 100% understand.
good.
Thank you very much. I will be here in 2 hours.
Okay. All right. And with that, she hangs up the phone. And you just need to be back at this payphone 2 hours and make sure you get that call. At this point, I would say, it might be a little fast, but you guys are back down in the lobby ready to go.
Yeah, I relay the
that makes
information that I have somebody working on the phone number so we don't call it blind.
As you're saying that, I am walking to the payphone with the slip in my hand and go, right.
Yeah, let's
I
try
like-
and be...
Actually, I don't
I like
know.
that.
I don't know that receiver would be that naive because she's a SIGINT person. She would.
Yeah.
She I think
You're
she would just
an
actually
intelligent
just be,
person.
Not yeah, but she's also very nervous. But I think
She's
still
curious.
that's her specialty. So she would be like, she would be like, excellent work, Rhino. Good job. I was gonna suggest exactly that. Okay, where to next?
The mortuary.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of information here about Jacob, but we're severely lacking in Mackenzie, so I think maybe we should take a look, see what we can find there.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a bad idea.
Okay. You all load back up into your truck. We'll say that the sheriff and deputy just told you where the mortuary is. It is basically also the town doctor / vet / anything medical, basically. They just
Love it.
have the one building.
My place.
And in the basement is the morgue, apparently.
Appropriate.
You all roll up on this single-story building off of downtown. Just in front of it, it just says, it just has a red cross in front of it, signifying that it is the town, quote-unquote, hospital, basically, as the town doctor is here. You enter into the building itself, where you, as you're heading inside, you see Deputy Patch and Sheriff Brown exiting, having clearly just dropped off the body, and now they're probably off to go do homework. They're off to go do paperwork.
I mean, you're not wrong.
As they're passing by, Deputy Patch eagerly comes up and goes, "So, what we figure out?"
Well, we haven't figured out too much there.
We got a room.
Deputy Patch. Yeah. We're actually on our way to see if we can find any more information.
Right now, our current game plan is to see if the wounds on the first victim match up with the size of the wounds on Jacob. See if it's the same animal or a different one.
Yeah, at this point, Brown is at the car and is just like, Come on, Patch. Just let them do their job. The wounds that match up. It's a bear. I don't know. Whatever." She loads up into the police truck, and Patch just kind of shrugs and is like, "Maybe it's not." And he,
Well, it's just a
runs
matter
off.
of how many bears.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Some sort of copycat
What
bear
type of bear?
murderer.
We need to figure out which bear exactly.
Could be a second bear on that snowy knoll.
Bear on the snowy knoll.
That's an episode title.
Patch goes off to the car. They load in and head off there.
Perfect.
As we're walking to the mortuary, I'm just gonna lean over to Rambler and be like, "So is that a real book that you told that guy? Because we're not supposed to tell civilians anything about a
No.
real."
It was a title I was going to use for a book and have not, so now I have to change the title.
That's so clever. What are you gonna do when he looks it up?
No. Oh well. It's just not published.
All right, we
What's he
enter the
gonna do?
building.
Go on the internet?
Yeah, I really don't have it.
You're right.
Hey, look,
You're right.
There's no internet here.
Not here, no.
Well, as far as you
Should've
know,
brought my
there's
own.
no internet here.
Well, you know what? This is the modem days. So if you got a phone line, we have the technology.
I don't think he's probably
doesn't
not.
seem that tech
doesn't
savvy.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You head into this mortuary. It is a spacious waiting room. It's not too spacious. It's got several chairs lined up. There's a reception desk where no one is currently at. You see that there is a doorway that leads further inside. You guys just head on in.
I think so.
I follow Rhino.
If nobody's at the reception
I mean,
desk.
yeah,
I'll ring the bell, and if no one shows up, if there's a bell.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a buzzer at the front desk. You ring it. You don't hear anything at first. Take even longer, and you're kind of starting to get impatient. Maybe want to head inside when the door opens to down, the door opens to sort of the back rooms where the patient rooms and maybe the morgue would be as well. And a tall, gaunt man exits. He is thin, pale as anything, wearing a doctor's coat. He has semi-messy black hair with a receding hairline. His eyes are sunken in slightly, and he sort of smiles at all of you. His hands, his arms a little bit too long, and he says, "Can I help you?"
Hi. Yes. My name is Agent Remedy, and these are my fellow agents, Agent Rhino, Agent Receiver, and Agent Rambler. We're here with the EPA to investigate the bear attack victims.
I love it every time you guys say it. He sort of raises an eyebrow and says, who am I to stop the investigation?
This
I
guy
hate
did
it.
it.
I hate it.
He
I'm sure he's
gestures
just a normal
behind him.
dude, but I don't trust him.
He gestures behind him. The bodies are this way in the basement.
Thank you.
You may see them now. As
Thank
he
you.
sort of holds the door open for all of you. It is about 3 p.m. right now. The sun this time of year, when it is up, glides along the horizon and casts the whole land in a golden twilight light where it is dark for those hours, but not pitch dark. The sun is supposed to set at 4 o'clock, and as you all start to head into the basement, we see the light from the windows behind you start to dim a little bit early. And that is where we will end our episode this week.
I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't
baby,
think
we are
so.
building up to some stuff right now, man. I am
Spooky
so
shit.
excited. Woohoo! Well, thank you everybody for listening. Why don't we get right away? I think I went over this last week. If I didn't, I'll reiterate it again right here, where if a character, the way that we sort of level up in this game is if a character fails at a skill, they get to roll a d4 and add that number to it, increasing the high value. Because the way rolls work in this system is you need to roll under it. Everything's a percentage in this. So if you have an 80 in law, you need to roll under an 80. But if you fail at law, you get to add a d4. So that becomes an 83 and 82. That happens at the end of every session. Normally, those sessions are probably going to be about 2 to 4 hours long, but we're only doing 1 hour sessions. But since it's a shorter campaign, we're still just going to do it after every session. So why don't we go around? You can tell me if you failed at a roll at a skill, and then roll that skill. Casey?
I failed forensic yet again. So I'm going to roll my d4, and I got a 3 this time.
Hey, there you go. It's just getting better and better, you
Learn
know?
on the
Bada
job.
bing, bada boom.
Yep, I also failed my luck check, so I boost my luck by 100.
failed
Get lucky.
Oh,
no,
Hey.
get out of
Found a
here.
penny on the floor, head side up.
I failed a sanity check, so I get more sanity.
Yay!
Jonas, what about you?
I failed that persuade check, so I am now at 21 persuade.
You okay? Nice.
Great.
And another one.
Rachel.
Once again, I am perfect, so I'm not adding anything.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I gotta get you guys to
Whittibane.
do more rolls. Well, we've been doing a fair amount of rolling, but I need to get everybody doing more individually. And finally, Andrew, how about you?
Once again, we're just too good at this game, Rachel and I. So
I got it. All right. Next
High
week,
five,
you
Rambler!
next week, you two are failing
Double
some
whammy.
rolls. I'm calling it now. I'm
They're
gonna
both
make
going
sure
to
you
die
fail some rolls.
next session.
That is
What do you
true.
mean
This
I'm
man,
perfect?
this man will add you to the corpses down there. Anywho, does
Oh.
anybody have anything they would like to plug? Like this man plugging a knife into you?
Wow, I guess I'll plug my Twitch like a knife into you, I guess.
It's such a gross way of saying it. It sounds so gross.
I'm gonna go with
well,
I have a bloodlust.
if it doesn't fall sharp in your ears yet, here we go again. Please check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Majora's Rose for all your rosy goodness. Yep, that's what I went with this time.
All right.
I don't know.
TINTENSEHER. It's Linktree. It's itch.io. It's Patreon. It's other things that are on the webs. Unlike in 2004. Thank you.
Go ahead and check out Clickety Clackety RTA over on Twitch. They stream at least every Wednesday, but I think they stream more often than that. I am there usually every other Wednesday, streaming while Beyond the Witchlight. However, we're on a brief hiatus, although we should be back very, very soon if we aren't already. So go check them out on Twitch, Clickety Clackety RTA.
Huh? Do you
where am I?
Oh,
It's-
you're
guys?
within.
Hello? Can you hear
Welcome.
me?
Welcome.
I'm
Hello.
I'm
gonna-
in
hi.
the internet.
Yeah, it's 600 years in the future, and we've gotten so many amazing reviews
Whoa,
our podcast.
really?
Mhm.
from listeners like you who went online and gave us 600 years worth of good reviews.
I've been uploaded onto the
Um,
mainframe. I see everything.
Sent us emails, tweeted at us, sent us messages on Facebook. Our inboxes are just. In fact, the internet crashed in 2205, but we kept one server alive just for the fan
that
mail,
server was Andrew's uploaded consciousness,
I'm on the mainframe.
Yeah,
I
turns
am
out.
the mainframe.
which housed all those beautiful reviews. See, we tied all the plots together right now.
So if you send a review, it will be downloaded directly into Andrew's brain.
Please.
We're going to Johnny mnemonic him and
I am the review.
overload the system. He's going to double himself.
Yeah.
I'm what
And-
you
and
made
And
me.
then
And if you
we're going to log out,
Look.
which is another way
Wait,
of
what?
saying...
Goodbye.
No, don't log out. No.
Bye,
I
Andrew.
stop existing when
Turn
you
the
log out.
server
No.
off. Bye.
Sign off.
Ah, no, it burns.
Hold the power button for 5 seconds.